Hey, 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 hey. Good
Hey,
morning. Hello, sunshine. How you doing?
I
Hello,
am doing.
audience. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Have a seat, everybody. Welcome to the Home Buyers Clubhouse, where we go live every Wednesday, every Friday at 12:30 p.m. On Wednesday, we give you something inspirational and motivational. On Fridays, we give you something educational. Erica, honey.
Yes,
Introduce
yes.
yourself.
Hey, I am Erica Batts. I'm with New American Funding. I'm your mortgage loan officer.
Awesome. And if I didn't introduce myself, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a real estate agent with A to Z Realty. Well, real estate agent, realtor, broker, whatever you want to call it. I'm all of those. I am that person. All right, Erica is winning Wednesday, honey. How are you
Yes,
winning?
I'm doing great. Let's see. This week I'm winning because I am my status has changed. So I got married over the weekend. So I'm doing great.
Congratulations, girl. She kept that on a hush hush, y'all. Did nobody know she was getting married, y'all? Congratulations. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
thank you.
Marriage is it's a nice thing. It is. So y'all, my wins today. I got a closing coming up. But our topic for today is yeah, it's coming up or whatever. This was a very easy closing. We like easy closings or whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited for my buyer. Got a lot going on. But yeah, let's talk about this event before we go into self-care, self-love. We're talking about self-love. Self-love is the best love. But let's talk about
Yes.
this little bit that's scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, we have a all black masquerade gala coming up on October the 1st, you guys. It's a launch party. We're coming out. We're going to celebrate. Y'all come by, check us out, have some fun, party with us. We have so much to share, so much news coming up, and we just want to have fun. We have vendor spaces available. And we're also allowing realtors, we're allowing inspectors, anybody that does anything with a house. If you do the lawn, if you mow the grass, if you wash the house, whatever, anybody that want to do an ad, and it don't have to be about housing either, you guys. We are allowing ad spaces for about 20 seconds. So if y'all want more information, I think I dropped the link in the box below. If you guys want more information about how to do an ad, but we're doing ads, you guys, and we have vendor spaces for our event as well. All right, Erica, let's talk about it. So our topic for today is self-love. Self-love is the best love, you guys. And a lot of people don't realize how important this is because who can love you or who can love you better than you love yourself? Who
Uh,
can? Nobody.
you know,
So we're gonna talk about self-love, and we're gonna talk about some ways to love yourself because many people, believe it or not, they don't know how to do it. So self-love is like the ultimate way to boost your self-esteem and to
hmm
become like fully healed and integrated in a human being. It really is. And people often get the idea backwards. They look at things like the way how confident a person is. Because you know me, I'm shy in public or whatever. So I do kind of see that as well. They look at the
hmm
ways of how confident a person is, how they walk, and just observe their traits. But fundamentally, change begins within. It begins within.
absolutely.
You then start to really value yourself as a powerful creator of your own reality and deserving of love and respect from everybody if you love yourself. So self love is like it's the opposite of selfish. People think that it's selfish because you want to love yourself. It's the complete opposite. You cannot love another person unconditionally unless you love yourself first. Erica,
I
what you
I will
think
say.
about that, honey?
I agree with that because it is something that you can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm-hmm.
So for a lot of us, you do have to know how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, all of those things before you can expect somebody else to do that. Um, I know that's one of the things that I always used to say that I kind of, grew up with was, can't nobody love you better than you.
Amen.
So even with a lot of times I feel like we're looking for love in other places from other
Mm-hmm.
people, whether it's parents, siblings, a significant other, any of those things. And that's one of the things that a lot of people like about pets
Yep.
because that pet is going to love you, like dogs. They're happy to see you. I don't care how your day has been, what has happened. They're happy to see you when you come home. And that's part that feeds into that self-love thing. And self-love is, it can be different things. It can be really simple things. It could be as simple as just taking a minute away to work outside, or
Right.
it could be anything. So you got to figure out what that looks like for you and how you can implement those things. If that means, hey, I'm going to step away from my work desk and I'm going to get some coffee, and I'm going to reflect on my day, or all of those things. So I
Right.
think self love isn't as difficult as most people think that it is.
Exactly. And self-love is not about engaging in like destructive patterns of behavior and turning the blind eye. So it's not about that, and it has nothing about arrogance or narcissism,
Mm-hmm.
and everything to do with becoming a fully whole integrated individual. It has nothing to do with that. And a lot of some people think that, I know when I hired the life coach or whatever, and that was one thing or whatever, I put myself aside to kind of please everyone else. And
Mm-hmm.
I have to put my well-being first. Because like they said, if you're not okay, how are you going to take care of everybody else? So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't realize is when you're able to exercise self-love, your life will become so much easier. And this is because you will not sabotage yourself as much as let's let me say it right. You will not sabotage yourself as much, which is what everybody does with their beliefs about their unworthiness. If that makes
Well,
sense.
and I feel
So,
like, especially a lot of times as women, it's
mhm.
we're always trying to take care of somebody else, or
Yep.
whether it's your kids, whether it's your spouse, whether it's, we always put ourselves last.
Yep.
Just like, even, and like, I know for me, even with this whole wedding thing, it was like, I think my makeup was the last thing that I booked, because it was like, oh, I was so busy trying to make sure everything else was done. And then I
Yep.
realized, oh, I didn't take care of me within this
Yep.
process. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. And I hope more people get better at it.
Definitely. And people don't understand that, you will also have a lot more, much more stability in your life as you will no longer depend on other people for fulfillment, if that makes sense. Your
Hmm.
emotions and your reaction will also be more stable. Also, you're not uncaring. It's just others. You got to put yourself first. So we're going to
Right.
talk about a checklist. We're going to go over this checklist, but so before we go into this checklist and the things that you need to do to make sure that you're loving yourself, you really need to understand your ability to love yourself and others. Others is all that really matters. How to get there is another matter. A lot of people don't know how to get there. So we're going to go over a few things to kind of help you guys get there. Um, and some people don't realize that you can find self love in meditation. It's like different ways of it,
Hmm.
and meditation, fasting, silence. And some people don't like silence. But silence is everything. A lot somebody who's that? Nicole. Here we go. Hey girl. So self-love includes our self-thoughts and how we speak about ourselves. Amen. That is true.
Hmm.
It really is. It really is, definitely.
I would love
So
to hear some ideas from the audience on what they do for self love.
yes, drop them in the box below. What are you guys doing for self-love? How do you show your self-love? All right. So let me go back to my checklist to find it. So yeah, meditation, fasting, silence, nature. When you go on a walk. And what a lot of people don't realize is they need to detach themselves from material things. And we were kind of talking about this last night also. People think that if they have more money, if they get married, they get them a man or a woman in their life, it can make them happy. But boo boo, if you don't know how to love yourself, how
Hmm.
can somebody else love you? So many people don't know their value in life, so they will settle for less. They will stay in an abusive relationship because that person told them that they will never ever be anything. And we were kind of talking about this before we came on. We wasn't talking
Right.
about this, but believe it or not, the people closest to you, your family members, your mother, your parents, your aunt, those are the ones that can suck the most out of you because you love them so much and their worth hurt you so much and they weigh on you so much. So when they remove themselves from your life and when they treat you, say certain things to you, because you love them so much, your husband, your wife, or whoever, you love them so much. When they remove themselves from your life, you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to react, and you don't know how to respond, because you put all of yourself into that thing or that person.
Right.
People were saying a abusive relationship because the person that they're with, they told them that they'll never be anything. You'll never be anything without me. You can't live without me. Childhood traumas will cause people to settle for less because they don't feel worthy. But honey, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You can do it. The sooner you realize that, you can do anything that you put your mind to. But first, you need to learn how to love yourself. And once you know and understand yourself, and you can dig deep for that love within yourself, you're gonna find somebody that adds up to what you're looking for in life.
And even if that person is yourself, I mean, you have to be what you're looking for in life. So, I think a
Amen.
lot of times we look for characteristics in other people. And when
Hmm.
you really think about it, those are characteristics that you need for yourself.
Yeah, and Nicole said it. She said self love includes our self thoughts and how we speak about ourselves. It is, because that tongue is so powerful. I think me and Nicole was having this conversation also
Hmm.
about, like, me. I got so much going on right now, right? And I was like, Nicole, I was telling someone today or whatever. I feel overwhelmed, but as soon as I said, I'm like, I ain't overwhelmed. I got a lot going on, and it seemed like I should be overwhelmed, but I'm not overwhelmed. But it's stuff that you say. You can speak certain things over yourself and try to make yourself feel a way about certain things. But when you pump that positivity and that goodness and that grace over yourself, yeah, it's a different step for you. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, even they associate like love with finances. And just like you said, with how much money you
Hmm.
have. And, it was the great philosopher that said, more money, more problems.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
So, all right, so let's go back to the list. All right, on building self-love. So let's talk about purification. We said prayer, meditation, yoga, remove yourself from negative beliefs. Reading, inspiration, some inspiring materials, removing technology. A lot of people don't realize what social media does to them. They don't
Hmm.
realize that they're online, they're looking at everybody else's life. Everybody else is living the perfect life. Everybody else, are they're selling all these houses, or they selling this and they selling that, or they making this and they making that. They're on these nice trips. You don't realize how much technology is ruining you,
Hmm.
tearing you up, child. Um,
I would
yeah,
say, yeah, because people show you their highlight reel. They show you what they want you to see. They show you the good parts, but they don't show you they don't show you that they got $50,000 worth of credit card bills. They don't show you that their last trip, they got stranded in. Like I was reading an article this morning about people who it was an American Airlines flight that they got stranded for 20 hours on this island. They don't show you that part.
right. Definitely. Definitely. So, all right. So, we just talked about purification. So, let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about exercise. Exactly, Nicole. She said comparison is a joy killer. It
Mhm.
really is, because you define your own happiness. And just because somebody else is doing something and they have all this money, you can be okay with having your job, or everybody else don't have to be an entrepreneur. Everybody don't have to be an entrepreneur. I'm a 9 to 5. You're okay with that. So what a lot of people don't see is, as an entrepreneur, you don't really get any days off. You're working
Mhm.
nonstop. You don't really have a life outside of that. So it's
Right.
okay. Um, Now let's talk about some ways to fix it again. Let's go back to the list. All right, daily exercises, exit toxic environments, take advantage of waking and sleeping, your waking and sleeping state or whatever. And for me, I don't wake up early, but I know that waking up early is like everything, is really everything. And I need to be a morning person, but I'm not. But it's okay. Keeping a gratitude journal, treat yourself on the regular, meditate on love. And some other things that you can do is, you can feel good at all times. Nothing's wrong with feeling good. I had somebody try to make me feel bad about feeling good. You don't have any emotions. Just because I don't respond the way that this person responds, or I'm always happy and I find good and stuff, it's nothing wrong with feeling good. And yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. But you do gotta kind of come back in and break it down sometimes. But it's nothing wrong with being happy and finding happiness in things. That's it. That's all I have, Erica.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, listen, I
Audience, what
totally
do you
agree.
guys do for self love? What do you guys do for self love? Yeah, what do you guys do? But the most important thing is just love on yourself and stop comparing yourself to everybody in this world because you define your own happiness. You
Right.
do. You
And I would
gotta
say a lot of
love
people,
yourself. Go on.
I was going to say a lot of people confuse self love with self care, and they're two different things.
Yes.
So, self love is just the way that you feel about yourself, all of those things. So,
Mhm.
I hope that everybody can experience that self love because it's an amazing feeling.
And we gotta stop putting ourselves on the back burner. That's one of the biggest things you have to remember. Is you're not selfish by putting yourself first. You're not. You're not being selfish. You're not
And
at all.
sometimes I also feel like it is comparing yourself to other people, or when you think, oh my God, I'm 40 years old, I should be at this point in my life, or where you feel like you should be, because that's where society, or because at some point your goal was, okay, I want to have this and this and this by the time I'm a certain age, and if it doesn't happen, then you're like, oh my God, I'm such a failure. But you have to be able to adjust and pivot to just the different things that have happened in your life and realize that those things will happen when it's
Mhm.
time for them to happen, not
It,
necessarily on the timeline that you thought it should happen at.
it's not a competition. And
Right.
people don't realize that everything is a competition. They got to compete with everybody. And y'all gonna realize that God wants stuff to happen on His time, not your time. Period. Anyway, you
Yes. What do they
guys,
say?
thank you. Oh, sorry.
God play. Sorry. What do they say? We playing and God laughs.
Right, man. God has a great personality.
Yes.
He's funny. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. Again, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty, and you can reach me at 919-818-9854. Miss Erica.
Hey, and I am Erica Batts. I'm your mortgage loan officer with New American Funding. You can reach me at 919-608-7916, or you can reach me at ericabats.com.
And you guys, y'all can reach us in the clubhouse at www.thehomebuyers.clubhouse.com. You can find us on Facebook in our private group and on our page at Home Buyers Clubhouse. You can also find us on YouTube at The Home Buyer Clubhouse. Thank you, Nicole. You have a great day as well. Everybody else, we'll see you guys on Friday. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye
Bye.
bye.